Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Stock My Closet. Hope you all are doing great. Today's video is a part of sewing course we have started in our Facebook group. Our group name is Easy Sewing Tutorials and link is in the description box. If you want to join us, you're most welcome, you can. And now about today's video. In the previous two sessions, I have told you about basic bodies and how to cut armhole. And in today's video, I'll just extend the basic bodies pattern to make a dress. So I'll tell you how you can use basic bodies pattern to make a dress. So dress is basically a garment consisting of skirt with bodies. It could be extended bodies like one piece dress or bodies and skirt cut separately and attached together to form a dress. So today I'll share how to make shift dress. Shift dress is such a simple classic look. It is flattering, easy to move in. It features straight line and it doesn't show the body's curve. Although these dresses can be made in various sleeve lengths and hemlines, the classic version is sleeveless, knee length and features high collar or boat neck. You can make it for kids also. It looks so beautiful on little girls, and this dress is so sophisticated and it can also be layered over or under different garments. And this is the draft for shift dress. You can obviously make lots of variation in this dress. This is just a basic draft. So let's get started. To make shift dress, I'm using this cotton fabric. This is 2 meter of fabric and it has such a pretty owl print, isn't it? So let's get started. So firstly, I have folded the fabric once. This is the whole width of fabric and I have folded it like this. And this is 15-inch measurement because the bottom of my dress is the ghera of my dress is 14-inch and I have added 1 inch for seam allowance. So this is 15-inch, and now I'll start marking the measurements. So as you can see, there is uneven fabric. So firstly I'll mark a straight line. This is, I'll just trim it, and now from this line I will mark all the measurements. Firstly I'll mark the shoulder. For shoulder, take half of your shoulder measurement. In my measurement, shoulder is 13.5 inch, so half of it would be 6.75 inch. But back neck depth of my dress is 5 inch, so I'm adding 0.25 inch to the shoulder measurement. So 6.75 inch plus 0.25 inch would be 7 inch. For neck width, I'll mark a point at 2.5 inch. If you want broad neck, you can mark a point at 3 inch, 4 inch or 4.5 inch. If you're making broad neck, just deduct 0.25 inch from your shoulders, otherwise your shoulder will drop. Now for shoulder slope, from this point, mark a point at 0.5 inch. It can vary between 0.5 inch to 1 inch depending upon one's measurement. Now I will join these points, shoulder slope point with the neck width point. Now for armhole, take half of your armhole round. In my measurement, armhole is 14 inch, so half of it would be 7 inch. But I'm making cap sleeves for this dress. So for cap sleeves and sleeveless dress, you need to deduct 0.5 inch from the armhole measurement. So I will mark a point at 6.5 inch. I will join these points. And I will mark a straight line on this point. So this is the chest line. Now for bust, from the top, mark a point at 10.5 inch, the apex point, and I'll extend this point to chest line lies just below your armpit. Okay, for chest round I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement chest round is 31 inch, so 31 plus 2 is 33, and dividing it by 4 I'll get 8.25 inch. So I will mark a point at 8.25 inch. For burst I'm adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement burst is 32 inch, 32 plus 3 is 35, and dividing it by 4 I'll get 8.75 inch. So I'll mark a point at 8.75 inch. Now for front and back armhole curve, from this point mark a point at 1 inch. For small and medium size you need to mark a point diagonally, and also the midpoint of this line, it would be around 3.25. Now I'll make the armhole curve. This is for back. For front, from this point mark a point at 1.25 inch for small, 1 inch for medium, and 0.75 inch for large or more than that sizes. So I will mark a point at 1.25 inch as I am making this dress for small size. Now I will join these points. Now from this point mark the same point we marked for the back armhole. So I'll mark a point at 1 inch, and also I'll mark the midpoint of this line around 3.25 inch. Now I'll make the front armhole curve. Now for waist, from the chest line mark a point at 7 inch. And again from waist point mark a point at 7 inch for the hip line. Now I'll extend these points. Now this measurement that you have to mark a point at 7 inch, maybe you have to mark a point at 7.5 inch or 8 inch, depends upon the person's height. If you are short heighted, it would be around 6.5 inch to 7 inch, but if you're tall it could lie between 8 or 8.5 inch. So you need to measure it while measuring the length of the dress. Okay, measure it from your armpit to waist and from waist to your hip, or you can measure it from the top to the waist point and to the hip point. So now for waist I'm not taking any measurement because I need to mark the straight line till hip, as shift dress don't have any curves. So for hip I'm adding 6 inch of ease because I wanted little A-line shape, not just straight. So in my measurement hip is 36 inch. 36 plus 6 is 42. So 36 plus 6 is 42, and dividing it by 4 I'll get 10.5 inch. So I'll mark a point at 10.5 inch. Join it with the curve ruler, and for this I'm making a straight line. Now I'll mark the length of my dress. Keep the measuring tape on the top and mark the length, which is 36 inch in my measurement. So length of my dress is 36, and I will add 1.5 inch for seam allowance. And now I'll extend these points. the bottom measurement of my dress is 14 inch. So I'll mark a point at 14 inch and I'll join these points. Now I'm adding 1 inch for seam allowance. So marking of my dress is completed. Now I'll cut it. Firstly I'll cut the back armhole curve, then I'll trace it for back, and then I'll cut the front armhole curve on this part. So I've cut the front and now I'll trace it for the back. So to cut the back, I have folded the fabric once and I have placed this front part on this, and now I will trace it. And one more thing, in these types of prints you need to take care of the direction of the print. Like this is owl print, so the face of owl should be in the same direction in both front and the back side. So just take care of that. So this is the back of the dress, and now for front I'll cut the front armhole curve. So cutting of my dress is completed. I'll share stitching in my next session. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.